faint of heart. It's the world's best countdown of the top 10 attractions in Buenos Aires. And at number 6 is a town 1 hour outside the city center. We take you on a day of adventure with its fair share of curiosities. Number 6, La Plata. For a real thrill, check out the hang glider school at the Sky Ranch in La Plata. La Plata is located on La Pampa, a land so flat that you can lie on the ground and see the horizon in any direction. It's not the type of place you would expect to hang glide, an activity that usually involves leaping off high cliffs. So how did these two get where they are, several hundred feet over the flatlands? Here's the secret. The glider is towed behind a small plane, then released. From there on, it's smooth sailing, until you hit the ground at 20 miles an hour. Well, maybe not so smooth, but what's a few bumps to return to good old terra firma? Note that the Sky Ranch Hang Gliding School has been around for 15 years and has a perfect safety record. Every student has landed to pick up their diploma. Okay, some may land with their heart in their throat, but that's the worst that has happened. Flights last from 15 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on the atmospheric conditions, and costs $40. Call or email at least a week in advance to schedule a flight, as the school is often booked, particularly during the peak months of January and February. Buenos Aires is child-friendly, and the next two attractions in La Plata are something the kids will really enjoy. First, we go to one of the most curious attractions in La Plata, the Children's Republic, a pet project of the presidential First Lady Eva Evita Perón in 1952. The Children's Republic is an odd hodgepodge of medieval and Islamic motifs, with a bit of Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales thrown in, all built to the scale of small children. Reportedly, Walt Disney visited the city and was inspired to create Fantasyland and Disneyland after his visit. This miniature city features a government house, bank, church, train station, even a town square with a statue of the liberator of Argentina, José San Martín, but as a small boy. And here's a secret. Most tourists only visit the Republic proper, with all the buildings, the front part. They miss out on the best part, the back part. Most day visitors don't know about it. Almost hidden behind the Republic across this field with this miniature train is the best part, a real city for children, a carnival-style amusement park with all kinds of fun rides, slides, and a petting zoo. We suggest taking in the official Children's Republic, but don't miss out on all the action behind the city, as that's where the real fun stuff is. Admissions to the Children's Republic is well within anyone's budget, as it's absolutely free. The rides will set you back 25 cents each, not enough to dip into the kids' college fund, but be prepared to spend a few coins, as once the kids get on this train, they may not want to get off. No trip to La Plata would be complete without visiting the Museum of Natural History. Considered the third most important museum of its type in the world, it was built in 1889. To do it justice, the museum itself is somewhat a relic, a real treat if you have a fondness for old-fashioned Victorian-style museums. Allow at least an hour for the museum tour, as there are over 20 rooms. We suggest you not miss the Diplodocus dinosaur, donated in 1912 by Andrew Carnegie. If you're with small children, you might avoid the mummy collection rooms on the second floor. Some of the figures encased in glass are quite horrific. Museum admission is $1 or $1.50 with a camera. We suggest you spring for the extra 2 bits. A place you want to visit without a camera? Not. We rated La Plata number 6 in our countdown for the sheer thrills and the variety of exciting attractions, but marked it down a bit for inaccessibility. Like the Gaucho trip at number 7, La Plata at 6 is an hour's drive from the city center. A bit far, but well worth the time. Already in our countdown of the top 10 Buenos Aires attractions, we took a stroll downtown, went antique bargain hunting in San Telmo, dined at a top-rated restaurant in chic riverfront Puerto Madero, toured La Pampa, and rode with the Gauchos, then glided 700 feet above it in La Plata. We spent about a third of what we would have in any other first-class travel destination. Our countdown will have already tempted you to pack your bags to the best-kept secret in travel, but when you check out our top 5 attractions, you won't be able to resist booking your flight. When we return, in at number 5 in our countdown to Buenos Aires hotspots, we mingled with wild beasts and fowl at a most unusual zoo, and get lost in not one, but 2 elaborate labyrinths. In at number 5